Welcome back to Vampyr. Well, at the end of last episode, I did get the... That's what I want. Here we are. I got Whitechapel back up to serious out of critical. These two have fatigue. I'll have to deal with them. Okay. So I know where those two are. I'm going to have to deal with her sooner than later. Still have no idea who this is. Oops, wrong one. Oh, that was... Stage search I have not been in at all, though it is remaining stable. At least for the moment. Same with this, though I need to get to him and start finding other people here. Though Pembroke Hospital dropped from healthy to stable. That will be easy enough. I think these are fatigue. It has been a little while since I played, so double checking. Okay, one headache. Yeah, fatigue. So 1, 2. So 7 fatigue and 1 headache for Whitechapel. So 8, 9. And the docks will be number 10. Not sure if I have that much. Let's see. I'm playing other things, keep hitting wrong buttons. Okay, now fatigue. Do I have a headache? Okay, I do have a headache medicine. Let's grab one of these since I don't. No, I don't have enough for that one yet. Okay, not a problem. Bronchitis. Let's make 1. Let's make up as much as I can here. Which is going down. I should be able to make. Let's make 11. I need 10, that'll give me 1 left over. Anything else in here? I don't think so. Recycle these. Now, right after I ended the last episode, there was one change that happened right after I stopped recording. This quest updated. So, oops, gonna check the map. Where am I at the moment? Okay, I am still in Whitechapel. So, if I head back up here, take care of those two, then come back through the cemetery. Then I will run off for that. Yeah.
I have this thirst for blood.
Don't want to stay in that way for too long. Yeah. Actually, it's these guys. Go find her. Then get the medicine before I go back to Whitechapel. Break.
There's safer places to be than here.
Yeah. because you're here. Chapel Old Road. I'll be able to circle around from here. Okay, I'm not going to be able to avoid a fight.
Get them weapons ready! We found one!
Oh, no, not that stuff. Move out of that. Get away. Okay. Machine pistol. Oh! Hello. That was a little too close. Should have been watching that better. One pick off them. Okay, where am I going? Into more of them, lovely. I go up here, I take a left. Avoid a fight with that. Where? Okay, that's that building. I keep coming over here. This way point.
Malevolence and trickery.
Good evening, Mr. Whitaker.
It's Father Whitaker, my son. So, are you still lost in your rational delusions?
Don't you fear getting sick yourself?
Faith gives me all I need, my son. If I must fall, then so be it.
I necessarily don't like the guy.
No doubt your faith will prevail, but let me give you some extra protection against the devil's work. Medicine.
Blessed be your generosity, my son.
I have had enough for tonight. Goodbye.
I'm not dealing with him unless I have to. Now.
Fancy buying something, sir?
You never lose your focus, do you?
Do the medicine
Do you
first.
need help, sir?
To be honest, I'd prefer you take a look at my stuff. I'd rather be rich and sick than the contrary.
I don't quite agree, but I won't argue with you. Please, take this. You'll feel better.
Really? Free? Don't take it personally, but charity usually comes at a price. Human nature being what it is.
Let's see what he's got.
Right then. Show me what you have.
I'm honestly not sure what anything I need out of this at the moment. Push back out. Oops. Can I look at the medicines without being in there? No, I guess not. What's that? So I will keep him in mind for
Cheap price, good quality. Come on, take it.
future stuff, but didn't check that first. Should both be on the mend. Yep. So finding the other guy, but more important things at the moment. Let's go back and talk to her. What was that? Sarah, convince her to go back. Okay. And it'll be easier to get there going this way. And as easy as things get with all these hunters flying around, waiting for vampires to show up. And that's the wrong turn. Go back here and to the right. Okay, it's just I may have to pass through. Yeah, I got to pass through these guys, which means I'll probably have to take them out.
Snap it, Leech! Best stay back, sir.
This is no place for
Sir,
you,
step away! Go back home, idiot!
Best stay back, sir.
Just keep your knives and stuff to yourself. Okay, let's pick up the pace now. I bet this graveyard's gonna be full of things.
Remorse and pain are precious when binding you to the earth. You. I remember you.
What is this?
Fear be gone. I would harm no child of my making.
This is your doing. You made me. Made me this creature. What are you?
I am the land. You are our champion.
Actually, let's go with this one.
You selected me. Chose me.
As shall my children yet to come.
What is it you seek?
This age is sickly. An ancient poison, an older rage, brewed in a cauldron newly forged.
This has something to do with the epidemic.
Seek truth, my champion. Defeat the serpent of knowing with iron spur.
I've had enough of others making decisions for me, pretending to know how I should feel or behave. So the vampire who made me is some sort of disembodied entity? Or was he just projecting this vision in my mind? Maybe Edgar can help me with this one.
So that bears the question from what he said. Is the resulting vampirism someone trying to stop whatever's going on.
So many new graves.
There she is.
Why do I still feel so disconnected from the others then?
Are you all right, Miss Shun?
My name is Xiao Shun. This is the proper way to address someone in my country.
I do apologize, Xiao Shun. Are you all right?
Yes, I am. This is the only place where I can find some kind of serenity. Some way to remember my dear Matthew.
Tell me how your husband died, Xiao Shun.
Matthew died of the Spanish flu, like so many others. It's a mundane cause of death these days, but for me it meant the end of the world.
At this time, there is so little medical science can do to defeat this terrible epidemic. I'm truly sorry.
The worst thing is not his death, even if it tears me apart. The worst is not to have seen it coming, to have lost him so quickly, even before realizing it.
Did he hide his condition from you?
Matthew was a smiling type, a happy sort. Everything that I am not. Did he laugh at his death to come, or did he not realize what was going to happen? I'll never know.
The Spanish flu may be the worst disease mankind has ever faced. Why are you blaming yourself?
You don't understand. I didn't know he was so sick. I didn't realize the gravity of his situation until it was too late.
As harsh as this sounds, we are all equally vulnerable to this awful disease. It can take the strongest man in just a couple of days.
I never said goodbye to Matthew. We never realized how bad it was. We laughed about it even. He always made me laugh. Now I don't have enough tears to shed.
Are you on your own? Do you have any friends or family who you could be with?
I have family and friends, but I need to be here alone. One day maybe I'll go back to them, but not now. I need silence, and I need sadness.
I've seen many deaths in my life, and we all grieve in our own way. Some stay silent, or need to shout. Others need company, and some just can't stand it.
Thank you for your sincere words, Dr. Reed. I sense you trying to help me, even if I don't quite understand why.
Are you a doctor yourself? Is this why you feel so guilty for not saving your sick husband?
No, I am not. But I still need to blame someone for Matthew's death. And who else, if not his wife, who did not see it coming?
I'm a physician, one of the best in the country. But I was unable to save my own sister, Mary. She died in my arms.
Why tell me this? Is it supposed to make me feel better?
No. But I felt I should share it with you, since she is buried here too.
May I ask what caused the death of your sister?
You could say she was also killed by a terrible disease. A disease I have sworn to fight and cure, no matter how long it takes.
Thank you for sharing that with me, Dr. Reed. Maybe it's time we start to rebuild our lives, you and I.
You realize you can't stay here forever, don't you? Eventually, you'll have to leave the cemetery.
Why? Why should I go? Since this is the only place I can find peace of mind.
No, it seems a little harsh, yet that could be harsher.
You're right. I believe silence has a curative effect for the pain we feel. I suppose it provides space for reflection.
You sound like you're no stranger to the pain I feel.
Let's just say, I too have a good reason to visit cemeteries at night.
Please accept my condolences for your loss then, Dr. Reed.
You should go home now.
I think you're right. Cemeteries are for the dead, for they need silence too. Thank you for your honesty and your wisdom, Dr. Reed.
Thank you for your company, Xiaoshun. Take care on the way home.
Maybe I'll see you again in Whitechapel. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye for now.
So many new graves. Why do I still feel so disconnected from the others then?
Okay. That one is done. I should see her in Whitechapel. Rather than here. Now, it's time to cut through and go to. Let's see, where is it? Stations. Track that one. There's that. There's that. No, those are skulls. Tombstones. Whoops. It's not wasting ammo either. Yeah. That was too low. Dodge around for a little bit. There we go. Here at least one more in someplace. Seems like it's up this way. Don't know if taking these creatures out or not affects the health of the area at all. I would hope so. Where are you? Key that I wanted? That's cool. Not sure if I've been in here or not. There. Not seeing anything shining. Where am I standing? Oh, I don't see me getting across the bridge. Black wall, huh? Where's this? New hideout. Okay. Can't get in there yet. It's red. refill. It's around here. Okay, that goes out that way. Quick stop here. What do I need for these? I think what I should do is actually take the time after I'm done recording and make a list of what I need, so when I stop at somebody like the guy in Whitechapel, I can actually pick up things. I don't think I can upgrade any at this moment. Nope, I need a good handle, which I believe he was carrying. Not sure if he was carrying a good trigger or not. I think that would be the guy. Mistake, use pro mistake. 15 stone. Actually, the truncheon may be the better option. Let's see, stamina 30. 15. Stamina 40. The truncheon uses more stamina. Well, let's see what we have for upgrades here. Increase 3 points of stun. Increase the stamina by 2%. Okay. What's this? Absorb blood at level 5. I'm not sure if I want to invest into truncheon, okay. Increase stamina by 10%. Increase stun. Same for all of them. Okay. Be 20 stun just by itself. That would be increase 3, so make that 23. What does this one have? Identical, but doesn't have another option. Actually, I think I am going to switch to the truncheon and upgrade this. Increase the stamina. Increase stun. Actually, I think I'm going to increase stun. I don't have the handle part. Yeah, those I need 2 more. Now when I can decrease that. No. So if I do 2%. So if I just alternate these, it should be a fairly decent weapon by the time I'm done. Once I find something else that will work better. Recyclables. How about you? Anything I can do here? Nope, need a good handle part. Okay. What else? Common handle part, okay? so used to hitting start for that. Let's see here now. Switch this with the truncheon. That's refilled. Everything looks good. That's my experience with that a lot. Okay. Actually, this is not the way I want to go. I'm going to go out the other door. And of course, there is a guy right below me. Nice. Okay, so other than dealing with him, we'll go hop down and I think it's the way that he's walking. Maybe, maybe not. Nope, yep. He'll probably be like, where'd you come from? Get out of here quick. Get the trash first. Hit along the docks here. Let's go around the hospital and grab that.
I said stay away, sir!
Come on now. I might be able to work my way through.
Sir! Step away!
Let's work my way through here, I think. If I can. That's no, this isn't going to come out anywhere over there, is it? It's not anywhere convenient at the moment, so rather than waste time running all over there, trying to figure that one out.
Last warning, sir! I said stay away, sir!
Slowly walk this way.
Last warning, sir!
Oh, come on. You gotta be kidding me.
It's down!
What kind of a body count I'm gonna have by the time I'm done with these guys? And there is no avoiding them. Seriously. 5?
No civilians allowed! I said stay... Wait, sir! Stop now! Sir, step away!
Oh, give me a break. Oops. No. I want the guy with the crossbow.
Put an end to you!
How about I put it into you? myself. There you go. Pathetic. If you just let me keep walking, they'd still be alive. Yeah, sure I'm not getting turned around here. Hospital. I could cut through, or I can go around. I think I'll just cut through but not talk to anybody. What the heck happened here? Okay. Yeah. Oh wait. Let's get this medicine first.
Please, I feel sick. Get over here now.
Really? You feel sick? Looks like you're fine to me.
Hey, Doc.
You're lucky to be alive, Mr. Cox. I hope you're starting to take better care of yourself.
Course. The sooner I'm able to leave this damn place, the better.
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox. Hello again, Mr. Blight. I'm happy to see Mr. Thatcher is safe, for now.
I'm eternally grateful, Doctor. We were total strangers and you helped us anyway. Can't thank you enough, sir.
You? Nope.
Goodbye, Mr. Blight. Take care of yourself.
He was one that needed a medicine. Too far. Blight is... No, Thatcher's the one. He's gotta be around here someplace. But... I need to get the medicine. Or the ingredients for the medicine.
Best be moving on. Best run along, Holmes. You get them weapons
you're
ready!
kidding.
We find one!
Walk on him.
Have faith, brothers!
Oh, we got another one. Let's just take him out.
Die, vermin!
not the way I need to go. I need to go this way. Right past that horse.
Not a good place for a stroll. Go on, off you trot. See them fancy clothes? This one's a top.
What'd you call me? You ever wanted to fight whether it's a vampire or not? Great bunch of hunters they are.
This is no place for you, sir. Are you stupid? Best turn around if I were you. Step away, sir.
Very stupid. Yes.
Get them weapons ready. We found one. Die, vermin! Christ! Stop it, Leech!
I just nobody found them.
Get a taste of this! Watch it! It's a killer! Die!
You really need that one. Hey, I like that powder that they toss. I know I'm gonna have to deal with it again once I go try to take out Nurse again. Guess I should be better prepared for her. I go out onto this road. Where am I? Okay, go to the left. It seems like this is relatively unavoidable.
Better go home, sir. Hey! I'm talking to you!
Point is,
Burn it, boys!
there.
It's a killer!
Take that. down here somewhere. What is this? Somebody's state. Looks like... Okay, go down that way? Yeah, okay. Go down this way. Okay. Vampires in buildings. Got out the crossbow. I'm going to stab in the back.
Crush the leaves, boys! See them fancy clothes? This one's a cop! Eat this! Bloody leech!
Around. In. Lost myself. Looks like it's around this way. What's that? Go here. Let's see. Zoom in and out. Wrong button. Oh, I am on the wrong side. Okay. Got blood around here, that's for sure. Not seeing anybody else around. What was that? Yeah, just trigger the light. This alleyway, can I get there? Oh, well. Ew, named. Well. Okay. That. Try to get the Witcher. Now down to one. Dr. Strickland's list. Work hospital, list of substances and ingredients. Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother.
Opium is one of the main ingredients of Strickland's medication. Never a good move.
Okay, so looks like everything is clear here. I can just work my way back the same way I came in. Heal up a bit on the way. Can I just go straight through there? Yeah, probably. One more should do. Yep, just an influenza holster. Not doing too bad on bullet at the moment. Alright, back in the hospital proper. Not quite. Actually, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, this way. Trash has something in it, then I'll hit the hospital. Yes, this way. Yeah, I believe it's the morgue, so this... I'm just running in circles here. Which building am I trying to get to? No, I'm just running in circles. Fine. We'll go out this way and out to the road. Oh, I know I'm in the right spot. So, who needs one now? Check the box. He's fatigue medicine.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Do you need any medical help, Milton?
I'm afraid I do. Like everyone in this hospital. It's a sad state of affairs when even the hospital workers are worried about disease.
Our job brings us into contact with all kinds of infections, Milton. There's no shame in being ill while you're in a hospital.
That's easy for you to say, Doctor. I get the feeling you don't fall sick often. Well, thanks, anyway.
Goodbye, Milton.
Okay, one down. All I'm looking for. Oops, too far. Wait, he was on the other side of the hospital. I know where he is. Moving this around, I should almost switch the mouse, but Everyone has fatigue, but him, he has a headache. Okay, I think I'm gonna talk to her since it looks like something happened here.
Jonathan, my sincere condolences for your loss.
Your kindness is much appreciated, my lady.
Is there anything you require?
I spied my mother at the funeral. Have you ever revealed yourself to a member of your family?
No, Jonathan. And I'd advise you even from thinking about it.
Are we then condemned to lie to those we love?
We are creatures of deception, my friend. But this is more for their sake than ours.
But what if I was close to someone and wished to tell them the truth?
Fear, loathing, disgust. And then they will plead to be turned. They will see it as salvation. Then there's the risk of gaining the attention of vampire hunters.
Are we condemned to attend the funerals of all we love?
Dying is the final act of life, Jonathan. Present company excluded. Accepted.
I don't know what to expect. Am I cursed to an eternity of solitude?
With time, we Ekon tend to go into isolation. If we survive long enough, that is.
As a practitioner of the medical sciences, I'm prepared for the death of loved ones. But mourning in the shadows, deprived of sharing one's grief.
We are no longer a part of the circle of life and death. We are undead, my friend, and so we are outcasts.
Goodbye, my lady. Until we meet again.
Okay, so nothing off of her.
Another night with the glorious battalion of Pembroke.
Let's see.
I wonder why the Goswicks came here in the first place.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Nothing new there. Nothing new there.
What can you tell me about the recent events in the hospital?
That Mr. Hampton killed Miss Jones in her room, then ran away.
And did you see all this?
No. I was working by the tents when it all happened. I only entered the room when they asked me to clean up the blood.
Where is Miss Jones's body?
I don't know. I'd imagine the morgue. It all happened so quickly.
Did you see Sean Hampton leave the hospital?
I think I saw a silhouette exiting the hospital gates after the shouting started. At first I thought it was someone who was just scared, but... well, maybe it was him.
Whoops.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Need some medicine. Yes.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Do you require medical assistance, nurse?
I will be fine, as soon as I can get some sleep.
Nurse, you won't be able to help people if you're sick. Take this, and do try to get some rest.
I'll try, Dr. Reed. Thank you.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Another night with the glorious battalion.
I have wasted too much energy for so little result.
Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
Anything new here?
How close are you to Miss Horcroft? Are you aware that she thinks she is a vampire?
To wait for her next nibble is the best reason to stay here. Every time she approaches my bed, she treats me like something tasty. A normal person.
Aren't you afraid? She may hurt you if the game goes too far.
She's quite harmless, I can assure you. Her head's broken inside is all. Her arm busted on the outside. But she's still beautiful. Living proof that there's hope for me.
So do you let her bite you? You know that's not sanitary.
And why not? She's only supping a few drops of me blood. And the pain, it's real for once.
She could decide to bite less willing patients.
Then it's another good reason for me to stay here, Doctor.
You do realize she's mentally disturbed. It's called the Cotard syndrome. She truly believes she's a vampire.
In her madness, she never refers to my scars. And frankly, if I could, I'd join her world. It seems much more fun than the real one.
Soldier, do you need assistance?
Not really. I think I caught something in this bloody hospital. I swear I'm dead, yet smiling inside, Dr. Reed.
As long as you remain here, I will make sure you don't have to worry about your health.
Don't think you can do much about it. Damage is done.
Why do you feel responsible for the injury, Thomas? What really happened?
I wasn't disfigured by any German shells. It happened during my leave. It was an accident.
Why lie about it?
Come on. It's one thing to come back disfigured by the Germans, and it's another to get injured in an accident that could have happened to anybody.
Reconstructive surgery has been very successful for some soldiers.
I don't want to wear a bloody mask for the rest of my life. I'd rather stay here and just be forgotten.
Yeah, shoot.
Tell me what really happened then.
I went with a whore in Rouen. Dead drunk I was. The hotel was a shithole. There was a fire that night.
Did you start the fire? Were you trying to avoid going back to the front? That's not uncommon, you know.
No. It's just that I was asleep when the flames reached the room. The girl was long gone. Bitch never woke me up. Left me to burn.
How close are you to Miss Horcroft? Are you aware that she thinks she is a vampire?
To wait for her next nibble is the best reason to stay here. Every time she approaches my bed, she treats me like something tasty. A normal person.
Aren't you afraid? She may hurt you if the game goes too far.
She's quite harmless, I can assure you. Her head's broken inside is all. Her arm busted on the outside. But she's still beautiful. Living proof that there's hope for me.
Alright, got him the mess and messed up on the hint, unfortunately.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Okay, who else needs... Got all them. He's in that grouping of beds. He's probably over there. Need to find him.
Fear and disgust on every street corner.
That's unfortunate. I wonder if there was anything else that I needed out of her. Okay, this way. So, what do we got? This is... He's actually fine. Though he's the one I need to talk to about that.
As for me, what a blundering
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
What do you think of Dr. Ackroyd's aversion to modern medical methods?
It's a shame he's so narrow-minded. Dr. Swansea taught me that science is about exploring uncharted territory. I'm convinced that's true.
With the influenza and all that's going on, you should put your differences aside, don't you think? Why is it so difficult to work together?
I believe that if Dr. Ackroyd had been the one to discover the transfusion process, he would be the first to recommend its use.
So you believe it's just a question of jealousy and pride?
Dr. Ackroyd is as proud as he is blinded by his obsolete concept of medical science.
Anything else? Nope.
I located the shop, but it was vandalized, and the owner is missing. All I found was your order.
I was afraid of such bad news. People are so desperate they're ready to burgle a shop for drugs.
That's quite a list you ordered. Opium, sodium hypochlorite. It can't be just headaches you're trying to cure.
This dreadful influenza, of course. I already ran some tests on hopeless cases. Without success, I must admit.
Do you realize you could create a lethal poison without the correct dosage? Then there are the legal ramifications.
Is this not true of any medical substance, Dr. Reed? However, if you would agree to improve it, I'd be glad to accept your help.
As long as you promise to be scrupulous with your experiments, I may try to gather these substances, and even help improve upon the mixture.
That's all I'm asking for, Dr. Reed. That's all I'm asking.
I want to know about these secret tests you run, and if they can save people from this epidemic. Speak to me now, Thoreau.
I know I may sound presumptuous, but I'm just following your steps, Dr. Reed. I'm casting away the shadows of ignorance by daring to face them.
Self-confidence is essential in our line of work, my young colleague, but only if tempered with the correct amount of cynicism.
But you never doubt yourself, Dr. Reed. I've read all your articles and books. You performed the most daring research during the war.
Let's give him support, because that may help improve things around here too.
You have my support, Dr. Strickland. I know exactly what it feels like to battle an unknown disease with only your mind and force of will to help you.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. You don't know what that means to me.
Back. And
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
got here.
I can't let Strickland put his patients at risk with opium. Perhaps an adjusted formula will deliver more of a placebo effect.
They lack the resources,
He's right away
but we
for
have some of
that,
the most
so.
brilliant minds in London at Pembroke.
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reed.
Fatigue.
Do you need my assistance?
Don't be ridiculous. I'm capable of dealing with this myself. I've just not taken the time to do so.
Then you are lucky that I have taken the time to do so. Consider it a gesture of solidarity between professionals.
I wish this hospital could have received as much attention from you, Dr. Reed. We do not see you in surgery very often.
Do you think Dr. Strickland has any chance of curing the Spanish flu by himself?
His wish to cure the sick is not driven by pride, but by an idealistic view about our mission here. Honestly, I don't know which is worse.
You consider him a good practitioner, yet you will not report his methods.
Strickland may be a rival, but I will not use dirty tricks or regulations to prove him wrong. We are doctors, not politicians.
Maybe a Strickland one.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Okay. Can you move so I can get there? Thank you.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Any news about my operation?
Is there anything else that's bothering you? Can I help in any way?
Really? Why has no one else asked me that since I got here? I thought I was in a hospital.
Unfortunately, you are not the only person who needs help. And complaining about it won't do you any good.
Well, perhaps you're right, Dr. Reed. I'm sure if me missus was still alive, she wouldn't be happy with me going on like this.
Double check here.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Helen. As for me, what a blundering idiot.
I think I've got most of that. What's going on with this? Weird lighting. Okay. What else do I have? Still not sure where he is. I'll have to find him. To remember the layout of this place. I've been there for a while. So that would be... a second floor. I know that. What am I missing? Ah, that's what it is.
Reads me like a book.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
Do you require medical attention as well, Mrs. Goswick?
Do you know you're the only one who's asked me this? No. I don't feel well, actually.
Despite what you think about this place, I can tell you with absolute certainty, taking this will help you recover.
Well, at least your reputation seems well-deserved. Unfortunately, I can't say the same for this hospital.
Nothing I can get out of her, so...
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Where is...
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Where is the other guy? By the tents somewhere. Well, maybe he's right over here. He's on the other side of the wall. Still on the ground, but not... Here. I'm sure he wasn't on this side of the hospital. Okay, so...
Fear and disgust on every street corner. The daily news.
Continues.
he's over here. No, not here. That's the morgue. Okay, trying to remember where things are. Okay, so he's one of the two merchants. Maybe that'd be him right there. Get there from here, maybe. Maybe not. Okay, well, this is getting a little long anyway, so I think I will pause here, and I will pick this up in the next one. Thank you for watching.